Hi, this is Dr. Jack Elson. Thanks for watching this video that it goes into a little detail about how I do coaching as one of my services that I provide to clients. I do consulting and coaching. This video goes into a little detail about how I do coaching. And just so you know, my coaching background is based on my expertise in business and education. I have a PhD from a Big Ten university in cognition and decision making, and that has given me an expertise and background to understand how people think, how they make decisions, how they should make the best decisions, and how their emotions affect what they do. And all that's tied in with coaching, and as well as certification, several certifications in coaching as well. So coaching, actually, in my services, I have two different areas that I coach in. There's business coaching, and then there's personal or individual life coaching. Life coaching, they're very similar. It's just the focus of what we're looking at. In life coaching, we're looking at the individual, as we do in business coaching, looking at the individual in their personal life and looking at the areas that they would like help in, what their challenges are. It could be career. Well, what kind of job are they suited for? What would they like to do? What do they need to know? What are their competencies? What are ways in which they can go apply for and find a job? And what are the processes and the motivation around all that? And that also ties into, it could be relationships, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever that relationship might be. It could be a relationship with a parent or a child, or several children. I have worked with families upon occasion and done coaching in that area as well. So other areas could be, so we talk career, we talk family, relationships, could be health, exercise, wellness, diet, any number of things. And typically the people tend to know what they should do. They tend to know, but it's a matter of looking and understanding, do they have the skill that they need to do what it is that they need to do to achieve their goals, and do they have the will, skill, competencies, will, motivation. So I work with people to help them understand where they're at with their skill and their will, and provide motivational techniques to keep them moving towards their goals. Now, this is very similar to what I do with business coaching. In business coaching, I'm working with a business owner or key employees in the business, and sometimes any number of employees that have challenges in what they need to do. And I'll come to that in a minute. So from the business owner perspective, if they don't have a plan, then they should get one. As a matter of fact, I help business owners create strategic plans, and you can learn about that if you watch my other video on consulting. So business owners have a plan, or they have an issue or a challenge, but regardless of what that challenge is, we need to determine the goal. And in all the coaching, I use what I call the GROW model, G-R-O-W, and that's also for personal life coaching as well. G is goals. We need to have a goal, or set of goals, to know what we want to accomplish and achieve. R is reality. What is the current reality? What is going on right now or in the immediate past in the situation that is, and this is so important to understand and assess the current reality, because this is where we look at the skill and the will of the individual, for one, and what are the other issues and roadblocks and other areas that we need to understand that are between here and meeting the goal up here. We then, once we've determined the goals and the current reality and what that gap, and what do we need to accomplish, we look at the options. what are the different things, the ways that we can move ahead and take action. And there could be a few, there could be many, and sometimes there may only be one, and we may not even know what that is, but we need to discover and talk about and review and learn what the options are to move from the current reality to the goal. And then the W is the way forward. So what is the action plan? Now that we have analyzed, we got the goal, we know where we are, we understand our options, but now we need to put an actual step-by-step plan in place and begin to take action. And again, this is where motivation is so important, and I use particular motivational types of skills that I have to help increase the skill and the will of the individual to move ahead. And in the business arena, we're talking about business goals, and not only for the business owner, but for key executives, and also in looking at key executives and the business owner, sometimes we have an alignment problem. We need to make sure that the goals are in alignment all the way from the top down through the key executives into the individual people in various departments in the whole organization. So one of the areas that I work in not only coaching, but it ties into consulting, is getting a great feel for where if there are any misalignment in the organization. And all this ties back to the business coaching that I do. So that's coaching in a nutshell. Obviously, each person has their own individual situation, and I meet with and work with the individual on a regular basis to move them along and achieve their goals. Now, I've helped many people over many years with my background in business and in education. As I said, I have a PhD in decision making, and I'm also a certified coach, several certifications in training and in coaching people. And I would love to see how I might be able to help you in your particular situation and your challenge. If you're interested at all in working with me, there's no obligation. Just pick up the phone, give me a call, shoot me an email if that works better, and we'll chat for a few minutes about your problem and your challenge. And if it looks like we need to take the next step, we'll set an appointment very quickly to meet face-to-face for an hour or less and allow me to discover more in depth what is going on. We'll briefly look at what your goals might be, what your current reality is. We won't really get into options and the way forward. That comes as part of the process next. But at least I need to get a little idea of the G and the R in the GROW model so that I know what it's going to take for me and for you. I will develop a proposal and a price, a plan, and a time frame and present that to you. If you are, then it's up to you. Well, I'll make sure that you understand completely what I'm proposing, and then you get to make the decision. And of course, I will talk to you about the decision-making process. There's no pressure if it's not for you. If I'm not for you, that's okay. You get to decide who you want to work with. After all, it's your life. So that's how I do it. I'd love the opportunity to see if I can help you. If you're interested, just get in touch, and we'll go through the no obligation, no fee process and move ahead from there. So thank you for watching the video and listening a little bit about how I do coaching, and I hope to hear from you very soon. Thank you.